Hi, my name is Joan Chapman, and I am the Adolescent Child and Family Specialist here at Stillwater Family Therapy. One of my favorite parts about working with children is that subsequently you get the privilege of working with their parents, so as the family as a unit. One of the great tools that we are fortunate enough to have here at Stillwater is the feeling blocks, and they are a set of 3 different blocks, and primarily how I use them in working with children and families is by giving children a way to express their emotions starting at a very young age, as early as they're able to be verbal. So typically a family will come to us with a request to change their kids' behavior or to communicate better as a family. And where these really help us out is not only for the children to learn to express themselves by saying, "I feel scared." Typically in children you'll see this in behavior, especially in the early years. You might see facial expressions really strongly, or slamming of the doors when you have teenagers. These blocks really help us to bring that emotional language into the family, and how we really like to use them is by giving them to the children to express themselves and use these, what I like to call surface level blocks, which are our faces, and deepen their understanding of what those emotions can actually be. So, for instance, if a child says, "I'm feeling scared," what we can do is give them the blocks and kind of decipher a little bit more deeply, is it scared or is it actually confused? This really helps children to build their emotional vocabulary and, more importantly, to learn how to express that. Another really great part of these blocks is that, believe it or not, we actually use them a great deal with parents. It helps parents learn to connect on a deeper level than happy or angry, and to tell their children when they're also feeling confused, embarrassed, frustrated, or resentful. Where I find these to be really useful in working with teenagers especially is that a lot of times a teen might come really bottled up inside, experiencing a lot of these emotions but not knowing how to put the words to them. So typically you'll see things like outbursts of anger, screaming and yelling, fights with mom and dad, resentment against their siblings, shutting down, not wanting to talk to their parents at all. Where these blocks really help is it gives them a place that in therapy they begin to get comfortable using this language of, "I felt scared, I felt rejected, I felt disconnected." Families tend to open up a lot more when they have the ability to communicate how they're feeling and their wants and their needs with one another. It's really helped us, and myself in particular in my practice, to be able to really open these doors for children, for teenagers, as well as for their parents, and see the amazing growth potential that can come from using these.